Hello and welcome back. I am Nate T. Bird, and this is episode 3 of Caste Tower Defense Behind the Scenes. In this episode, I will be showing you how the turret purchasing, upgrading, and building systems work. So when the player pushes this button to upgrade or build a turret, it activates these 4 command blocks. Each one of these command blocks teleports the player to a different room depending on the type and level of the turret. For each turret color, I have created 4 different dummy objectives that help track the different aspects of the turret. Color TL tracks the turret level. Color TT tracks the turret type. D color T tracks when the turret is to be deleted. And S color T, it tracks when the turret is to be spawned. Now all of this is modular, so the same systems that activate for the red turret also activate for all of the other different turret colors. I am just going to be showing you the red turret because, well, like I said, it's the same for all of the other turrets, just with a different color. So if the turret level is 0, it means that the player has not purchased this turret yet. So if the score of red turret level is at least 0, then it will teleport the player into this room right here, which then allows the player to purchase each of the different types of turrets. So it gives them the option to purchase any one of the different turret types. Then once they do purchase a turret, their level of the turret will be set to at least 1, and once their level is 1, then these 3 command blocks will activate, but depending on the turret type, it will activate a different command block. So if the turret type is 0 and the turret level is greater than 1 or greater than 0, then it will teleport the player into the arrow turret upgrading and selling room. So it'll give the player the option to either upgrade or to sell the turret. Same thing for the different turret types, only this one is if the turret type is 1, it will teleport them to the splash turret room, and if the turret type is 2, it'll teleport them to the frost turret room. So that is the basics of these 4 command blocks right here. These delete color turret and spawn color turret, they'll come into play a little bit later, but just keep them in mind because for each one of the different turret colors I have created all 4 of these objectives. So when the player does teleport into this room to purchase a turret for the first time, if they push one of these buttons, lots of different command blocks activate, and same thing for upgrading. Because it's really cramped in here, I have copied what you see in there outside here so that it's easier for us to take a look at. So when the player does decide to purchase a turret, they will push that button and it will activate this line of redstone, which then activates this command block, which will tell them if they don't have enough gold. So the cost for this is 50, so if they have a score of at most 49 gold, then it will tell them that they don't have enough. But if they have at least 50 gold, then it will remove 50 gold from their score, and this comparator will output as true, inverting this torch, which will then play a sound. This play sound is the bow sound, so it just plays the sound of a bow firing. Because this is an arrow turret, that's just to indicate to the player that they have purchased an arrow turret. It also activates this piston because this torch gets inverted, which powers this piston, which then pushes this wood block above this torch, then powering it, which also powers this command block, which just tells the player what type of turret is built at what location. And it activates this redstone repeater, which then activates all 4 of these command blocks. This first command block just sets the turret level to 1, meaning that the turret is now level 1 and the player has purchased this color turret. It It also sets the turret type depending on the type of turret. So arrow turret is type 0, splash is type 1, and frost is type 2. Then it also sets the score of delete red turret to 1. This is just activating some wireless redstone that tells some command blocks in the spawn chunks that the turret is to be deleted. And I'll get to that in a moment. And then also finally it teleports the player out of this room back into the main area, because if they were to stay in here and purchase multiple different types of turrets at the same location, it would bug the game and it wouldn't work properly. So to ensure that it works properly, the player is only allowed to select one of these buttons. Then once they do select one of these buttons, the next time they push the upgrade or build button to upgrade or build the turret, it will teleport them to the corresponding room. So in this example, let's say that we purchased the frost turret. The next time we push the button to upgrade the turret, it will teleport us into this room right here. We will then have the option to either upgrade or to sell the turret. If we choose to upgrade the turret, again, it will tell us if we don't have enough gold, and it will also tell us if the turret can't be upgraded anymore because it is already upgraded to the max level. However, if it is not upgraded to the max level and we have enough gold, then our gold score will be decreased by 100, activating this comparator, which will then invert these torches, activating this piston, which will then push this gold block above this redstone torch, which will then activate this repeater. This repeater then activates all 5 of these command blocks. This one just plays a sound of level up to indicate to the player that the turret has been upgraded. It also tells them what color and type of turret has been upgraded, and it sets the score of delete red turret to 1, activating wireless redstone again, telling the system that the turret should be deleted, and then it increases the turret level by 1. So if it is at least level 1 and at most level 2, it will add 1 to the level. So if it is level 2, this command block will activate and set the level to 3, but then the next time it will not do anything because the level is 3, which is greater than 2. Then finally, again, it will teleport the player out of the room so that they can't activate anything else yet. That just ensures that there is no breaking in the systems or anything like that. Now this delete color turret, we will get to that in a moment. This it's just wireless redstone, and I will show you that in a moment. If the player decides to sell the turret, then all of these command blocks will activate. This just gives them their 50% refund. It's just a hardwire in, so if their turret level is at least and at most 1, then it'll give them 50 gold in return, because the total cost to get this turret to level 1 is 100. 50% of 100 is 50. Same thing with level 2, but it costs 200 to get the turret to level 2. So it gives them 100 gold in return, and level 3 gives them 150 because it costs 300 total to get the turret to level 50. Sorry, to level 3. My bad. After these command blocks activate, it goes to this repeater, which then sets the score of delete the color turret to 1, meaning that the turret is ready to be deleted. Tells the player that they got their 50% refund. It plays the sound of breaking because you just sold the turret. It also sets the turret level to 0, meaning that there is no longer a turret at that location. And once again, it teleports the player out of this room so that they can't mess with any of these buttons anymore. Now, to get to the moment you've all been waiting for, the wireless redstone in the spawn chunks that all of these have activated. So let me just go to the spawn chunks right now so I can show you. So each one of these is array for a structure spawner that spawns the different turrets. I made these using Sethbling's structure spawner filter. The basic idea is that this spawner spawns a minecart spawner right here that once this gets broken, it spawns a whole bunch more minecart spawners right here that then spawn falling sand entities with specific block IDs somewhere else in the world, in this case wherever the turret is. So this is a monostable circuit, so when it gets activated, it goes through a 1-tick pulse that then activates this dispenser, which breaks this minecart spawner, but then it also gets activated again, which then removes the lava from right here. So it's a very quick pulse of lava, and then it spawns a bunch more that it spawns the turret. It's kind of confusing, difficult to explain, so sorry if I'm not doing a very good job. Then after a long delay, it sets the score of spawn color turret to 1. Sorry, I almost forgot. I almost forgot a lot of things, but the delete color turret happens right here. So if the score of delete color turret is at least 1, this command block, when activated, will set it back to 0. So it's just a one-time activation, which is great for wireless redstone. This would be on a clock, but there's a lot of clocks here and it causes a lot of lags, so I have deactivated all of these clocks. But this would just be continuously activating this line of redstone, which would continuously be trying to activate this command block. But this will only activate at and turn this comparator onto true if it is successful in setting the score of delete red turrets to 0. And that'll only happen if the score of delete red turret is at least 1. So when that is true, it then spawns the turret, and after some delay, it then sets the score of spawn turret to 1. This actually does not spawn the turret, sorry, it spawns air blocks where the turret is to delete the turret, because I need to create a clean slate for the next turret that I'm going to be building there. So that's just a reset, essentially, so it clears the place where the turret should be built, and then after the delay, it then tells the system that the turret is ready to be built. And then depending on the level, it activates one of these other structure spawners that does actually spawn the turret. So if the level is, red turret level, if the level is 1, then this one will activate, which will spawn the level 1 turret at the red location. If the level is 2, this one will activate, that will then spawn the level 2 turret at the red location, and level 3 will spawn the level 3 turret at the red location. And for resetting purposes, if the level is 0, meaning that you have sold the turret, then it just sets the score of spawn red turret to 0 and doesn't activate anything, because you just sold your turret, so you don't want a turret to be there anymore. And all of this just is repeated for each turret color and each turret type. So this one down here is for arrow turrets, this one is for splash turret, and this one is for the frost turret. It is a lot of lag right here. All of these spawners create a lot of lag. The clocks create lag. And it is a lot to comprehend as well, so sorry if it's confusing. Anyways, that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, then please leave a like. If you want to see more, then make sure to subscribe. Thank you very much. We'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.